I guess for me, I would definitely have to say that being in theater here at WLC is kind of like being part of a family. I have formed amazing friendships with a lot of the cast members and crew workers and all of them, and it's just a lovely experience being on this stage. And it's also a very professional experience because you're getting to do the type of theater that you could definitely look at doing on a professional level, and it definitely prepares you for that here. So I've always loved theater. I've always done community theater and high school theater. I've loved drama, so I was obviously looking forward to trying out for productions here at WLC. I've thus far been in every production here my freshman year. They've all been lovely and wonderful, and yeah, it's been wonderful being involved in it. So I am playing Claire, who is Catherine's sister. She is, I would say she's a businesswoman. She is from New York. Well, she's not from New York, but she moved to New York, and she's very proud of that fact. And she's rich, and she's proud of the fact that she's gotten herself there. And her way of solving people's problems is to just kind of throw money at them. And she thinks that she's helping. She's very controlling. She's very much, this is how everything needs to be. So when she sees Catherine, her sister, the star of the show, going through a lot of the struggles that she's going through, she is trying to help in her way, which is very intrusive, and it's very not what Catherine needs at the moment. But I do believe that even though Claire is technically the villain of the story, I think that her motives are genuine, and she clearly does. She does want to help Catherine, and she's doing her best in her own way, and whether or not she succeeds in that endeavor, you will have to discover for yourself. I want to say shouting match, because I feel like all I'm doing while I'm acting in this show is just arguing. There's a lot of confrontation and conflict, but there's also a lot of like emotion in those arguments, and they have purposes, but I do feel like it is a lot of conflict. So I guess maybe that would be my chintzy version of 2 words of the show. I would just definitely say keep auditioning for shows, keep trying. Even if you feel like all actors sometimes feel less than confident about the role that you've been given or about your skills in acting and your talents, just know that, especially here at WLC, it's your time to grow, and you can take advantage of that. That the show will come together, and you just have to do your own part and do your best to ensure that that happens, and just enjoy it. A lot of times, especially in like a more professional type theater situation here, we forget to have fun with the roles. We forget why we're acting. It's because we have a passion and a love for it. So just keep that in mind as you're acting, because I know, even me personally, I've definitely forgotten about that, the why are you acting? And I think remembering that will help you to be a better actor. Best or funniest on stage? Honestly, one of my favorite memories of WLC Theater is the day that we were performing a 10-minute showcase in fall, and while we were doing my show, the show that I was in, it was a bunch of different 10-minute play segments all combined into one show. And in the segment that I had a role in, the fire alarm decided to go off in the middle of the show. And that was an interesting experience, to say the least. We had to cancel, or we had to cut the show, we all had to go outside, and I think that it was just really funny. And I guess there wasn't actually a fire. There was like a light bulb that was smoking or something, but everybody was okay. And then we actually did have to just jump in, and we performed the 10-minute show that I was in just kind of all over again where we started. And it was just an interesting experience having to just jump right back in to try and get back into character after being like jarred like that. So that was my unique and favorite memory. I'd have to say that my favorite scene to perform on stage in Proof is the scene between Hal, Catherine's boyfriend, and me, Claire. They are arguing on the porch, and Claire finally gets to be defensive of Catherine. She's actually, for once, not being this annoying, over-the-top person. She's just kind of got her mama bear on. She's protective of her sister. It just, I feel like it shows her love for her sister, because for once, she's defending her. She's not just trying to control her life. And I feel like that's my favorite scene, because I get to find some real genuine emotion in that scene instead of just flimsy, here, have some money. This phase of production, I haven't even begun to think about opening night, so now that you mention it, I'm gonna give it like a 9.5, just because I haven't considered, oh yeah, we're gonna be performing this. I'm not just learning these lines just to learn them. We're gonna have an audience. So yeah, I'm very excited. It's a great show, and I think that you will be in for a surprise.